Are you a retiree looking to explore a new hobby? Photography can be a fantastic way to stay creative, capture beautiful moments, and enjoy your retirement years. Photography is more than just taking pictures. It's a rewarding and creative outlet that helps you see the world in many new ways. Whether you're capturing the beauty of nature or special moments with your family, photography can enrich your retirement. I recently retired myself a couple years ago and love the fact that now I have all the time to take photos. I started photography back in the 1980s using film. I eventually got into digital photography when I purchased my first iPhone. Then I got my first digital camera and I was hooked all over again. Photography is just amazing. To get started, you'll need a few essentials: a digital camera or a smartphone with a good camera, a memory card for storage, and most importantly, a desire to learn and have fun. Don't worry about having the latest or greatest gear. It's more about your creativity and your curiosity. Using your smartphone is a great way to learn about composition without investing any money. When I used my smartphone, I got to relearn as I gave up film for a while and then I got back into it. And using my smartphone really helped me to get back that information that I kind of maybe forgot or set aside in my brain and kind of needed to practice more. So the smartphone is really good. Okay, let's break down the basics. Understanding composition. Start with the rule of thirds. Imagine your frame divided into 9 equal parts and place your subject along these lines or the intersections. This creates a balanced and interesting photo. I have several videos on my channel about composition, the rule of thirds, and when you're ready for it, the Fibonacci Spiral, which is another form of using the rule of thirds and placing your subject in different areas of your photo. All the links will be in the description below. Good lighting is absolutely crucial in order to take great photos. Natural light, especially during golden hours, which is just after sunrise and just before sunset, can really make your photos look stunning. That warm light during golden hour is just amazing for portraits. Avoid harsh midday sun as it can create very strong shadows. Once you invest in a modern digital camera, you can also purchase a flash or studio lights in order to further enhance the light in your photos. Learn the basics of your camera or your smartphone settings. If you're using your smartphone, then I can suggest using a third-party camera app. Some of these apps will cost money, but they really are worth it. Using the built-in camera app on your phone will work just fine. It's just that on those apps, they have more settings you can actually adjust and you have a little bit more control. If you want to purchase a digital camera, then I really suggest getting a mirrorless camera since that is the future of photography right now. I suggest sticking with the bigger brands like Canon, Sony, Nikon, or Fuji. You'll have more accessories you can get for them, bigger ecosystems, and much more tutorials about them. You'll also need a lens, and all these brands offer bundles where you can get a kit lens along with the camera body. However, eventually you'll want to upgrade to a faster lens. Make sure you get out and practice. Take photos every day if you can. The way you get better with photography is by taking all that knowledge that you learn from books and videos and to use it on actual photos. Okay, you're not going to be perfect right away. You're going to make mistakes, but it's digital. Film is free. There's no film anymore. Experiment with different subjects, angles, and lighting conditions. The more you practice, the better you get. And again, I have a ton of photos about angles, perspective, rule of thirds, manual mode, etc. I'll put a lot of links in the description below, but they're also on my channel itself. All right, here are some photo examples. Notice how this photo uses the rule of thirds to place the subject just off center, creating a more dynamic image. In contrast, this photo is poorly lit and the subject is directly in the middle, making it less engaging. However, rules are meant to be broken. And again, I have a video all about that in the description below. Find inspiration in everyday life. Look for interesting patterns, textures, and colors around you. Try different angles. Sometimes a low or high perspective can make a big difference. And like I said, I have a video about perspective in the description below. The best place to find some interesting subjects in your photograph, believe it or not, is in your own backyard. Plants, grandkids, pets, etc. all can be photographed without even leaving your home. Now, however, you'll eventually want to get out and take photographs of the world around you. And remember, practice makes perfect. To be honest, I rarely leave my town when I take photographs. I mean, I'm lucky that I have so many different great natural parks, and I live right next to Lake Ontario to take some great photos. We have a lot of nice ponds near us. So I am very fortunate. But even if you live in the city, street photography is fantastic too. Common issues might include blurry photos, which usually is caused by camera shake. The two ways you can take care of that is you can use a tripod or stabilize your camera against the surface. But you can also try using a faster shutter speed so you can capture any movement the subject might make. Overexposure is another issue, and that can be fixed by adjusting your exposure settings. So learn the exposure triangle. That's key. And if you're having trouble with focus, make sure your subject is well lit and your camera settings are correct. As I mentioned earlier, learning your camera settings, the exposure triangle, and the rule of thirds will get you taking amazing photos in no time. Literally, the exposure triangle is like 90% of photography. You get that down, everything else is just bonus, okay? You'll take amazing photos if you can master the exposure triangle. Photography can be more than just a hobby. Here are 5 ways you can use photography during your retirement. Number 1, photographing your grandkids. Capture those precious moments and create lasting memories of your grandchildren as they grow up. They'll thank you for it. Their parents will thank you for it. And you'll have some amazing photos that can last a lifetime. Number 2, documenting your travel adventures. You know, whether you're exploring new countries or taking road trips, photography is a great way to document and share your travel experiences. I mean, let's face it, one of the dreams of retirement is being able to travel. So now you got a camera, go and take some amazing photos. Number 3, making extra money. Consider selling your photos online, offering portrait sessions, or capturing events in your community to earn some extra income. If you're involved with your church, maybe take some photos there. Your grandkids, maybe get involved with their school, and you could do some of their photos as well. Number 4, documenting your retirement journey. Create a photo diary of your retirement life. This can be a wonderful keepsake for yourself, and a way to share your experiences with your family and friends. I mean, what a great way to give your family a memory of you, once you do pass on. Not to sound morbid, but let's face it, it's going to happen to all of us. Number 5, joining photography clubs or groups. Connect with other photography enthusiasts by joining local photography clubs or participate in online groups. This can help you stay social, learning new techniques, and finding inspiration. I got involved with bird photography and wildlife photography, and I got to talking to a lot of people into different groups. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of retirees involved with bird photography. So just something to think about. All right, this video was just an introduction to photography for retirees. If there's anything about photography that you'd like me to create, please leave it in the comment section below. Also, I already have many videos on my channel geared towards beginners, so don't forget to check them out as well. With the right gear, a bit of knowledge, plenty of practice, and the right attitude, you can capture beautiful moments. Take care, everyone.